Hello and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2, where we have returned from the shadow plane towards the normal world, and sadly our leads towards the mystery that's been going on with the lost shard and such kind of is a dead end. We did find like an operating table where they likely cut out our shard, but not much more than that. Fake visions from that, so something is definitely going on here. But for now, they are the actors that were acting in this theater. They may have known something about what was going on, so we are going to be off to question them. Oh, well, it's evening and we're heading out. Whoa!
Keep your distance, witches. I've studied your laws, and we've broken none.
You know our laws. But I know you, child. Even if these others do not. You will be better served by keeping silent.
Look, Shiva, the girl's companion. It's that one who offends the land and draws an army to our gate.
Speak your name, foreigner, and be warned that you address the Wicklaren.
Okay, let's be frank here and ask questions about who exactly these people are later. I am Denzon, Nightheart, and I came to your city to find a woman called Liana. Unfortunately, it seems that I came too late.
Then Magda spoke true? She said they were Thayans, that they appeared from the very shadows.
Calm, Katya. You are a witch now, not a farm girl. You crossed spells with our mortal enemies, foreigner, and drove them from our midst. For that, much may be forgiven.
Forgiven? I have committed no crimes.
But the bear god has marched
Except
an army of spirits to our gate,
Oh.
and he roars for your blood. He claims that you have defiled his sacred den and loosed an evil upon the world.
And the bear god does not lie. I can smell the wrongness on you, foreigner. It hangs upon you like a corpse shroud.
What would you have me do? Battle an army of spirits?
Make your peace with the bear god, foreigner, by whatever means you both deem best.
Oku has made his peace with many foreigners, once they are safely in his belly.
Then I suppose I have no choice, and I will confront this Oku alone if need be.
Alone? I haven't come this far with you to let you face the spirits by yourself. Unless that's truly what you wish.
No witch may stand against the spirits of the land, but I will honor the debt we owe you, foreigner, for defeating the Red Wizards. Go to our prison on the north edge of town. Any convict who is willing to stand at your side will be granted a full pardon.
Alright, I'll take any help I can get.
You know not what dreams may lie hidden behind steel and rune, foreigner, nor what paths they might open to you. We will watch from our high place, and we will receive you again, if you return alive.
What high place? Do they have like a floating castle or something? I would not guess these people would have floating castles. Ephraim the Stag. Oh, okay. We couldn't help but overhear. An army of angry spirits awaits you at the gates of Mulsantir. You will require more help against such a host. My bow and my brother's sword will aid you, should you agree to help us find our lost sister, Kaelin the Dove. Did we even hear their names? We just see that, but this question does not seem to make sense. Alright, where can I find your sister? Kaelin came here seeking an abandoned stronghold of Merkel, the death god's vault. which is in the shadow, in shadow, Mulsantir. Shadow Mulsantir, is that other place I just went to? Yes, it is said to be said that Mulsantir has thin boundaries between the Prime and the Plane of Shadows, especially at night or in dark places. Yes, if the rumors are true, then there are many weak spots where one can cross into the Plane of Shadows at night. Perhaps a thorough search of the city would reveal some of these to you. We asked the witches when we first arrived, and they claimed that Shadow Mulsantir was just a myth. But I know they are hiding something. Maybe if you spoke with them instead. Why didn't you go find her yourself? Entering Merkel's sanctum would be a violation of our faith to Kalimdor. Isn't Kaelin violating your faith then by going there? Kaelin has abandoned her faith in Kalimdor, for she was exiled from our grandfather's vault. She now follows Ilmater, the god of martyrs. We hope to find our sister and convince her to not become a martyr herself. Why did Kaelin abandon her faith? That is an excellent question. I have a theory. Sister, let us not entertain any theories. The only ones who can answer your questions in truth is Kaelin herself. Find her and ask her yourself. Tell me then of Merkel. As you may know, Merkel is the former god of the dead, slain by Mistra in the time of troubles. Sirik took Merkel's place and then was deposed by Kalimdor, the present god of the dead. We are followers of Kalimdor, and as was Kaelin, until she abandoned her faith. What is the Death God Vault? The Death God's Vault has been abandoned since Merkel's death. It was used as a library and a prison, and a secure place to store things valuable to the Merkelite faith. So your sister went to loot Merkel's treasures? Certainly not! We know little of Kaelin's reasons for going there, but she is no burglar or treasure hunter. I believe she may have gone to learn more about Akashi's crusade. Sister, do not speak of the betrayer! For Kaelin's sake, I hope there's some other reason. Very well, I will seek out Kaelin for you. Thank you. We will be very grateful to once more lay eyes upon our beloved sister. Go with care. The Death God Vault may now still contain some of Merkel's old defenses. Kalimdor's blessing be with you. Okay, so they suddenly walk up with the quest. Now, I think what we should be doing right now is find an inn and do some resting. And leveling up as well. Well, we have Sofia not leveled up in a bit. So, there should be the Sloop, which was supposed to be a tavern. Mother Theodora. Okay, merchants. What is this? Welcome to Mulsantir, stranger. You will find us a cautious people, yet if treated well, yet friendly if treated well. Have you come to trade? Sure, show me what you have. So, what do we have? Farone's Redemption? 4 deflection, will, and 8 regeneration. That's pretty good. Symbolisms, bracers. Half the highest concentrates half elf. Agrant is a power, keeps the power of the Red Wizard from rapidly expanding to the Western lands. The kingdom is ruled by the symbol, powerful sorcerer's queen. So this can be used by elf, half elves, and human. It's okay. The AC bonus is a bit useless, honestly. There's only 2, that doesn't really help much in any way. So Belt of Frost Giant Strength, that's nice. What weapons is this? That's another rapier. Opponent's protection against human freedom of movement and improved evasion. That's not too bad. As a defensive weapon, sort of. And Civilum. So it was crafted to be an intelligent weapon. Oh, so there was kind of like a construction mistake, and the intelligence instead went to a very boring blade. Instead of this one, which is supposed to be like super epic weapon. So it gives strength, freedom of movement, and keen. That's pretty nice. And it's +6. That's okay. Not something I would buy for a lot of money. She does have a few scrolls. We might need to see about that. That belt is the most interesting though. So let's see. We have Azim Kuelov. Wilmet friend, would you be interested in some fine Mulsantir goods? Or perhaps a craftsman looking for other supplies? Yeah, we know where crafting benches are, honestly. So show me what you have for sale. He has a few armors, it seems. Mostly fairly plain stuff. But it's probably stuff that you can kind of use as a basis for enchanting. Dragon Pebbles, that is interesting. +6. Spell immunity to sonic stuff. And unlimited bullet Shaolong wall fragments. Interesting. That might be worth a buy somewhat later. Unlimited ammo is always very nice. Few scrolls as well. They're mostly low level stuff. And crafting materials. Okay, so if we want crafting materials, he's the guy. Is this random merchant anything? No, he sells silks. And apparently we are not interested in silk. Which I don't think is entirely character accurate. I think Denzon might be quite interested in some nice silks. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Rashemen home. More scrolls! Excellent! This building is locked tight. The resident apparently fearful of the wrathful spirit. Once the danger is past, the door may be unlocked. Okay, so that's something that will probably open up later. Gold? Who would just stick 1400 gold pieces in a random barrel outside in town? That makes no sense. Okay, I'm guessing... here's a shadow portal. We'll be exploring the shadow Mulsantir later, I think. For now, we really want to start to recuperate. Because in this expansion, you cannot just press the rest button and rest willy-nilly in town everywhere. No, you need to actually find an inn, or if you're out in the wilderness, set up camp. And there's consequences to resting, so that's why I've not been resting so much as yet. I am guessing that boat might be the Sloop. Oh, and there is something buried there. And there's a... Yeah, there is still something buried there. Let's have a look. Dirt mounds. Just more gold. See, that actually makes more sense than just having lots of gold stuffed in a random barrel. I could see someone like burying their savings in a time period in worlds such as the Forgotten Realms. Another barrel to look at. I am encumbered. Wow, I must really be loading up a lot of loot at this stage then. I have a lot of strength. It's not usual that I have trouble carrying things. So is this the sloop? Ah, yes, that is the sloop. That's supposed to be the inn of this town. So let us head there, level Sofia up and get some rest. Flimsy table. Ah! I have a feeling why these are all labeled as usable items. I think we're gonna get a classic little tavern adventure here. Vladek, are you the innkeeper? Welcome, newcomer! Welcome to the Sloop! I'm Vladek, your proprietor of this proud establishment. Tell me about your inn. Gladly! I acquired the sloop a few years ago with my wife Zora. When we took it over, it was an unprofitable, glorified museum of sorts. I turned the sloop into an inn, a fabulous place where the common man or woman can come and relax and enjoy the entertainment. And here we have none of that elitist high drama nonsense that you'll find at the Vale Theatre. Well, right now you'll just find bodies at the Vale Theatre, honestly. We cater to the masses. I have great pride in what this inn will succeed. We're not going to insult this place. There's nothing to say that this place is a dump. It looks quite nice. It's very big, at least. It sounds like you dislike the Vale Theatre. It's not that I dislike the Vale. Magda is a fine lady dwarf who could even drink my wife Zora under the table. The problem is they are stuck in the past. You see, the people, by and large, no longer want to see grand epic stories filled with big words they can barely comprehend. And that's all the Vale does. So there is a need here, unfulfilled, and Vladek here feels that need, as he's acting to fill it. That is why I'm forming a new theater right here in the Sloop, called the Sloop Troop. The Sloop Troop? Catchy name, isn't it? Yes, the Sloop Troop. They will put on plays that will appeal to the common man, light-hearted plays of comedy and farce. Currently, we are working on The Fat Wizard's Wedge, which is to be a parody of the Vale's ghastly epic drama. Enjoy yourself. Okay, that's great. I would also like to, you know, rest here if we can. Where is Zora? Is Zora somewhere here? Maybe we need to speak with Zora to handle getting a room. I also see tables that can be broken. Clive the Dandy and Two Penny Tarn. Ah, here's Zora. Oh, well, that's a fine piece of woman we have right there. Don't make trouble, or else. Define trouble. Don't break anything, don't get into any fight, or else. Or else what? Or else you'll pay. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing we will pay with money. So yes, I guess if we get into a fight here, any table we break, we have to pay for it. That's a fun idea. It's nearly time for the play, as soon as I finish this drink, and maybe another after that. Ugh. Honestly, we don't want to get into trouble, we want to, you know, sleep. Since I don't see anything of buying, should we just press the rest button here? I guess it's set up camp, yeah, okay. First, let's level up Sofia.
Yes.
So first we're gonna actually get to all the spell scrolls we got. So we don't exactly pick a spell, we already have like a scroll of. Also identify a lot of these robes and stuff. else? There's a belt. There's another robe. These cool boots that we have given to her this time after reloading. So more scrolls. That's a scroll. That's an armor we haven't identified. Lots of unidentified robes we're carrying about.
I think you've mistaken me for a horse and wagon.
I think then we got pretty much everything. Mass Death Ward, but I'm pretty sure she can't learn that. I think that's a priest spell.
Yes.
Okay, let's get this. So delayed fire blast, learn that. He already has that. Spell mantle, she has that. Just dump these down here. Hold mass hold person. That's new. Great undead. That's new. Can't learn this. Can't learn this. Ah, these are all red wizard robes. Makes sense. Wow, this one is still unidentified. Okay, can we cast night? So that is Belt of Rothlomar. Spell focus evocation, spell penetration, and a bunch of spells that can be cast. What belt does she currently have? I mean, it helps with carrying, but honestly,
I think you've mistaken
this may be
me for
better
a horse
then.
and wagon.
Tathori Totem. Ah, that just increases saving throws. Not too bad. I think I'll just give that back to. Push of heal can go in here. Oh, these spells, yes. Okay, then I think we have learned everything we can and we can start leveling her up. Greater Robes of Eyes, we haven't looked at that. Ah, that just helps with searching. Not too bad. But not really something we very specifically need right now. Okay, let's do some leveling up. So, becoming a level 18 wizard, technically. All these. And then we have 3 points left. Let's put that in craft weapon. Or should I put it in craft armor? She's not great at that, so I'll leave that as it is for now. Right, so a feat we can pick. She already has all the crafting things, so that's not that useful. Touch of healing. Definitely not conjuration, as you can't cast those spells. Combat casting might actually be useful. Augment healing, augment elemental. She's not much of a summoner, so I don't think that actually helps that much. Or just extra spell slots, really. Only the level 3, that's not that useful. I think she already has empower spells given the looks of this. And she can't really learn to wear armor. Unless we like put like a lot of feats in there and that's not worth it. I mean, toughness is always useful. More hit points. Nah, but I think we should focus on her being able to cast spells very well. So we're just going with combat casting. It's not a bad one. Okay, so 2 spells we can pick. I like greater spell and... yeah, for directed damage, I think this crushing hand is actually very good.
Yes?
Alright then, let's have a rest. Eight hours have passed. Okay, let's have a word with the other people here. Chevrolet Noon. Ah, there's that guy. Ah, Denzon, join us. Cannon and Vic spare some room. Our friend from the road, don't you remember? Nay, but we remember the mud well enough. And the ache in our shoulders from getting your cursed wagon unstuck. You'll have to pardon. What was his voice? You'll have to pardon my comrades. They are our company at the best of times, but uncommonly loyal to the purse. So you managed to free your wagon after all? Happily, yes. Just before the spirits arrive, a rare stroke of luck, I assure you. And since luck is inevitable followed by terrible misfortune, I have reasons why not greet my misfortune with a drunken stupor. God and Vic didn't get bothered to argue, so here we are. What can you tell me about the patrons here? Scoundrels and rogues, every one. Drink enough to pass out and they'll kindly relieve you of your purse, your pants and occasionally your hair, if the actors are in the need for a wig. What about the owner? Colourful fellow, he calls himself Vladik, though I suspect he has traded freely in names, almost as freely as he trades in tales. His wife Zora, the handsome woman over yonder, comment on her task, if you must, but do so at your own risk, and leave my name out of it. Who are those Rashemen warriors in the corner? Those would be local pirates, of course. I would never refer to them as such, if they were close enough to hear. Their captain Vlidlin the 11 chairs, though his arse seems to require only one. I've never inquired about the other 10. Do you know anything more about him? Indeed, I know his father is rumoured to be have been a great boar spirit, which would explain the considerable body hair. Sadly, I also know that these rumours are nonsense. Vlidlin is the youngest son of Lord Thirim, who was slain in his bed by Thayans. Brave Vlidlin now spends his summer off the Thayan coast murdering with wild abandon, hanging his ship with the bald Thayan scalps. As I am neither Thayan nor bald, I am thankfully beneath his notice, and I have no plan to shave my locks lest I tempt him to violent ends. Do you have goods to sell? None at all. I'm happy to say I wholeheartedly detest my line of work, as any reasonable person should. I'm never happy until my wagon is empty. Whether or not my purse is full, it matters little to me, but considerably more to Cullen and Vic, who would prefer not to pay for their own drinks. Aye, it's true, eh, Vic? Well, farewell then. And to you, my friend. The table, wrong voice. The table is yours whether you see fit to make it so. Yeah, these pirates don't like Rashemen, or they don't like Thayans. So, better not have a chat with them when we have Sofia around, since, well, her disguise is not that good. Oh shit, I forgot to actually give Sofia a new spell slot. Ah, damn. We're gonna have to rest again then soon. Oh well, we'll do that
Get in line. Follow
at a
me.
later date then. Ah, that's nice.
Yes?
It's actually daytime. That does
in
mean it's
line.
going to get
Follow
harder
me.
to get the Shadow Mulsantir though. But better for exploring the town a little bit. So don't go outside, there's apparently angry spirits outside. That want our blood, and we're not, I think, ready for that. Oh, by the way, yeah, we should unload the stuff from her. Probably will sell it in between episodes.
I think you've mistaken me for a horse and wagon.
There we go. Now she can carry her stuff.
Yes?
Okay, let's explore the docks a little bit. Careful tradesman. Nothing of interest to say, apparently. Fuzzgill. Okay. Is the farthest boat in all of Mulsantir, built with the help of my daughter's witch magic. Cool on you. Alright, so the docks don't have anything too interesting to see. Berserker guards. I don't know if that's a terribly good idea, but whatever. This is actually rather peaceful like this. So yeah, don't go there. I guess we'll go up north into town and see what we can find here. Here's a fence here. Might go somewhere. Barrel. More gold. Excellent. We'll probably be investing in some cool stuff later down the line. Because yes, I don't think there's things like the keep or something to spend money on in this expansion pack. It's all equipment. If you seek the prison, you'll find it up the north edge of town. You cannot miss the gallows nearby. Okay, yeah, there was apparently we can apparently recruit prisoners for help. And here's a fight going on. Whether you defeat Oku, he revives you. It's likely to be a splendid battle. Oh, and this. Why aren't you a cheerful fellow? Guess he doesn't like us. Or he does, and he just likes express it with growls. Okay, he does leave if we leave the premises. Okay, so he's a guard dog. Guard badger. Epic. So here's gallows, so I guess this building next to it is the prison. Yeah, I really have to start selling some things apparently. And they are freshly digged graves. Don't know if we want to be poking around those. We might overstay our welcome then in town. Tears rather old. As you have disturbed the spirit, you also disturb me. For what reason are you here? Shiver Whitefeather told me that I may find help here against the spirit army. Help? From this lot? trust in their help, and you'll find yourself alone in trouble when trouble comes. But if you wish to persist in this foolishness, you may speak with the prisoners. Be warned. 2, you need not fear, but the 3rd, guard your thoughts. Okay. Well, I think we'll leave the recruiting, since if I'm looking at the time, yeah, it's about time to end this. So I'll leave the recruiting until next time, and then see you then. Bye-bye.